I received this story from a young lady, and I don't know if I am confused or I am shocked, but I'm definitely in a state I can't describe right now. She says that I have been in this church for over 3 years now. I started in 2021 when I met the general overseer one afternoon in my area. She stopped me, complimented my beauty, and introduced herself as Osofumami ABC. ABC because she doesn't want to mention her name. She said I was very beautiful and the enemy was trying to destroy me with my own beauty. Then she asked if I had a boyfriend and I said yes. She asked how many and I said one. Then she asked again if I have other guys I like whom I am currently talking to and hiding it from my boyfriend, and I also said yes. Wait, that's all you see now in Amawo, because mostly the beautiful girls, you people always have someone to be talking to aside your normal guys. So she was just using her mind. She laughed and said, I am on the path of distraction and that even my boyfriend is not the man for me. She took my contact and promised to call so we talk more. She also said while I go, I should be thinking of my life and probably make up my mind to end things with my boyfriend and all other guys I was talking to because they are only in my life to destroy me. And I said, okay. The next day she called and said if I had time, I should come and see her at her church. She directed me and I went. It was a big church. She said she was the overseer and God is using her to bless the lives of many women, so I should try my best to join them, saying she stands in for women before the Lord. So she goes to God and communicates on behalf of women indirectly. That's what she's saying. She sounded very convincing, so I started her church. Her persistency also made me leave my boyfriend because she said the man for me was coming soon and I can only meet him if I was single. So I had to end things and be single. Well, kweku. There are men in the church though, but the women are a lot. Majority of us are women. This woman first said she was taking me as her daughter. She used to even give me money and call me frequently to ask of me. I felt like I was doing the right thing. Then she started inviting me to her house. She stayed alone. It is a big house. She said if I wanted to stay, I could, but I never considered that. One day she insisted I spent the night. She even called my mother to tell her I wasn't returning. Yeah, she followed me to know where I lived and my family. So she got closer and closer, asking, or the way you down for bisano. Yeah, that night I stayed. I wasn't even comfortable. I couldn't sleep. Then around 1 a.m. she came knocking on the door of the room she asked me to sleep in. She mentioned my name and asked me to let her in. Then she said she was praying and God revealed things to her. So she wanted to help me in prayer. God has. She started praying for me. Then she stopped midway to ask how many men I have slept with. I was reluctant, so I said 3. 3. Then she said again that the spirit is saying I am telling lies, so I should count again. At that point, I believed her even more, so I told her the truth that it was 7. Then she said my destiny is locked somewhere because I slept with someone I wasn't supposed to. So she was going to cleanse me. She asked me to strip naked, but I didn't want to. She asked why I was shy, since we were both women. I stripped and she started to wrap her hands around me, kissing and sucking my breast and running her hands through my hair. I felt uncomfortable, so I asked her to stop. She was still persisting, so I pushed her off. This woman got angry and started pronouncing curses on me, saying strange things like, death will soon locate me, I am doomed, I will never know happiness, nothing I do would work, etc. While she said these things, she was shaking and turning her eyes like something was wrong with her. She was doing, yeah, you will die soon, death will locate you, that kind of thing. I became scared, so I started crying and shouting. Then she stopped suddenly to ask me what had happened. She seemed not to know what she was doing. So I narrated what happened. So the woman literally pretended like she was possessed. I said, now baby, I'm funny. So, that strategy. She started blaming me, saying she was doing spiritual cleansing for me and I was interrupting her. She said it was the Holy Spirit's wrath that had come upon me, so I should let her finish the cleansing and intercede on my behalf. I had to let her do what she wanted. She continued with sucking my breast and touching my private parts until she started rubbing her clitoris against mine and urging me to hold her and do some things to her, which I did. We did that from around 2 a.m. down to 4 a.m. She had orgasms and made me have some. Then she said I was clean and asked me to sleep with my head on her chest, which I did till around 10 a.m. when we woke up. She cooked and we ate, and then she came to drop me off at home, telling me I was free and that I need to be comfortable now and start expecting good things in my life. Kweku, every day after that day has been like that with her. I go there and we don't even make it about God anymore. Now they have become partners. It's not about Christianity. It's not about God possessing her anymore. It's a normal relationship. It's just to go and rub our, clitoris and behave like a man and a woman in bed until we orgasm. Then I come home. Since 2022 till December last year, that's all we've been doing. I became so addicted that I lost myself. Then, after some time, I went to deliver some items she asked me to get her, and I found out I wasn't the only one she was doing it with. She was inside with another lady from the church. They were naked. That means that the whole church, if she gets you, she go do you. Okay, I decided to stop, but I couldn't. Anytime I try stopping, something keeps pushing me to go. I'll become restless and I'll be having nightmares until I go back to her. I've been struggling to stop till now. This year, I decided to stop completely. I have 3 other ladies from the church who she's doing it with, and they are facing the same things I'm facing. She said a man would come our way, but all these years, I have seen no man, and she keeps discouraging all of us from seeing men. Anytime we went for women's fellowship, she would close some bag first and sit behind with us. We are about 48 ladies. We are dumb. Then she would say mean things about men and encourage us to remain single until she herself sees a man fit for us. So I figured all of us that she keeps behind are her victims. This whole year, myself and these other 3 ladies hasn't seen her. Anytime she calls and we say we won't come, she will say what would make us come is on the way. As in, what will make you come is on the way. As in, more like a threat. Yeah, she threatens them. Sincerely, Brakweku, we are restless. We keep having strange and scary dreams. She's always mentioned that if we try talking to someone about her, we will die before our time. The urge to go back to her increases daily. Please, we need help. Get us help because our lives are in danger. So this is a woman of God who owns a church, a general overseer, a big church. And then she picks ladies from the streets, convinces them, tells them God has revealed things to her. Then she takes you to her church, lures you with money and good stuff, and then she starts to use the Holy Spirit possessing her and doing all kind of 419 things, and then automatically starts sleeping with you. And because because of the way she goes about it, because from the lady's narrative, the woman doesn't just come to you and pretend like me, a lesbian, me knew better. No. She uses her mind. She goes about it strategically. So before you know, you are involved in it. But from what this lady is saying, as he said, there is some sort of, should I say, spiritual backing. Because if the urge to go back is strong, and for 3 years she has been struggling to quit and she hasn't been able to quit, then it means that there is something that always pushes you that go. It's either addiction. And I said, BB, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. But let's hear what you think in the comment section. And what should this lady do? Do you have any help for her? Let's hear it. And you can also reach out to me on WhatsApp. This is Loveandpillsgh. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this channel.